Hey guys, welcome back to MJ Luigi. Today I'm doing a video with Joseph where we're reacting to 100 facts about Kirby that you didn't know. And tell us down below in the comments how many of these facts you knew. Sorry it's been 2 weeks since the last video. I've had school recently, so that's been a thing. Joseph, stop. Don't sound okay.
I'm good.
Okay, so we're gonna start the reaction video in 3, 2, 1, go.
Kirby is one of Nintendo's most popular and lovable characters, but despite this, most people don't even know much about his games. So today, let's take a look at 100 Kirby facts that you probably don't know. Kirby in Dream Land's title screen was drastically changed in the international releases to accommodate the longer title. Kirby's Air Ride was originally going to be called Kirby Bowl 64 and released on the N64.
Oh.
In the very first level of...
Oh, also, fun fact, for most box art for the Kirby games, but in the Japanese versions of them, Kirby is smiling, but in the American version of the same games, he has like an angry face.
Of Kirby in the Forgotten Land, called Point of Arrival, you can hear birds chirping along with other ambient noises. But if you pay close attention, you'll hear the birds are actually chirping the Grasslands theme.
We knew this one.
Mario, Luigi, Toad...
What?! Mario, Luigi, Toad, and Birdo. Wait, they appear on both sides. What?
In the same way.
Yeah, but on the other side they're reversed. What is going on?
Toad and Birdo are visible in the stands of the Spring Breeze battle with King Dedede in Kirby Superstar. Kirby's Adventure is by far the largest NES game, coming in at a whopping 6 megabits.
Oh.
The first letter of each world in Kirby's Adventure spells out Vib G Yor, which, if you haven't guessed, is Roy G. Biv spelled backwards.
Wait.
Yor.
Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and go. Oh my goodness!
Which, if you haven't guessed, is Roy G. Biv spelled backwards. If
That's
Kirby
smart.
uses the fighter ability in Planet Robobot and presses the Street Fighter inputs for a Hadoken, Kirby will do a charged version of his attack. Kirby's Dream Course and Earthbound share many
The only Kirby game I've ever played is Kirby in the Forgotten Land.
And Kirby's Adventure.
I haven't played that game.
effects. This is because they are both developed by HAL Laboratories around the same time.
Yeah, what's that logo actually?
Any sound effects. This is because they are both developed by HAL
It looks like a fat
it's
dog.
a dog taking care of some chicken eggs.
But far
They
away.
probably have their reasons.
But far away, it kind of looks like a fat dog.
Laboratories around the same time. The title of the 3DS game Kirby's Triple Deluxe is a play on 3D. The title of the 3DS game Kirby's Triple Deluxe is a play on 3D. Triple being the 3 and Deluxe being the D. Kirby's Avalanche is called Kirby's Ghost Trap in PAL releases. Kirby's Air Ride was the last game Masahiro Sakurai directed for HAL Laboratories.
Oh.
Kirby's Return to Dreamland had an
because I'm pretty sure Masahiro Sakurai not only did he create Kirby, he's also done he's also done all the Smash Bros games.
Nice.
He's been the main developer for all of them.
Negotiating 11-year-long development cycle, going through multiple redesigns and restarts before finally being released in 2011.
Oh no, not an ad.
When it's gotta be delivered.
Excuse us for a moment. And we're back.
Link canonically kills Kirby. Well,
Wait,
anti-Kirby. A featured boss in Link's Awakening. Kirby is also in Fortnite.
Wait,
well,
what?
At least he was left in the trailer for a few.
What? That's in the trailer for Fortnite?
Wow.
I don't even play Fortnite. I know Joseph's played it before.
Yeah, but
this was removed for the PlayStation and Xbox versions.
Wait, for the PlayStation and Xbox? Hold on. Sorry about that.
State. Kirby isn't in Fortnite, but Fortnite definitely is in Kirby. A 2019 My Nintendo wallpaper for Kirby's Epic Yarn randomly
What?
had
That's just
Fortnite
Fortnite.
What?
in an American commercial for Kirby's Dream Land, Kirby had teeth. Okay,
Wait,
so
yeah, Kirby doesn't actually have teeth.
let's go from one of the most cursed Kirby facts
It's
to one of
good
the
that he
most
does it.
wholesome. In 2011, Nintendo held a contest with the Starlight Children's Foundation for children to invent a new Kirby super ability. One of the abilities shown in the contest gallery was Dr. Kirby, who would help others who are sick. If this isn't already one of the most wholesome things to ever exist,
Oh, I
Dr.
feel like it gets a reference to Dr. Mario.
Kirby would actually come to exist, being added into Kirby Planet Robobot.
Yeah.
While Kirby was always intended to be pink, on the American box art for Kirby's Dream Land, the first game in the series, he was actually white. This was a
Well, yeah, it's because back then they couldn't get color on the Game Boy.
communication error with the team, because although Kirby was supposed to be pink, there was no way of knowing this by playing the game, because on the Game Boy, he just appeared in grayscale.
Well, yeah,
Okay,
but they
going
don't
from the
play
first
it.
Kirby to the newest
But they eventually changed it.
Kirby. Kirby in the Forgotten Land is representing a brand new direction for the series, and features a new version of the main Kirby series logo, having changed the font for the first time since Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland, and that logo has received a major update. Kirby's original name was Twinkle Popo or Popopo, and that scrap name reappeared as the Popopo Islands in Kirby Mass Attack.
Wait,
Kirby ended scrap name
that image right there, like this island right here, looks similar to one of the places in Kirby and the Forgotten Land on the world map.
reappeared as the Popopo Islands
yeah, it
in
does!
Kirby Mass Attack.
Yeah.
Kirby ended up being named after a lawyer for Nintendo of America, John Kirby.
Oh.
HAL is both a
that's
reference to
nice.
being one letter before IBM and HAL 9000 from 2001: A Space Odyssey. HAL made many games before Kirby, including Eggerland Mystery, which also released on the MSX in 1985.
The MSX.
Eggerland Mystery starred both Lo and La, who go on to be bosses turned allies in the Kirby franchise. Some
Oh!
of
So like a callback to their older games. That's nice.
The most expensive amiibo are these DDD and Meta Knight features, which have manufacturing errors.
How come the ones with manufacturing errors are so expensive? Can you please tell me? Can you guys please tell me down in the comments? I don't understand how they're so expensive
Yeah.
when they have manufacturing errors. Maybe because it doesn't happen that often. So they're
Kirby
rare,
Right
I
Back At
guess.
Ya, the TV show, was dubbed
Oh yeah, that's a TV show. That's a Kirby anime.
I've
and
seen
localized by
that.
4Kids
Neither
Entertainment,
have
which
I.
also had some
I've
questionable
seen,
changes. One of these changes included DDD's chainsaw
a
into a
Mario
lightsaber-looking
movie.
thing.
Wait,
Why this
what?
was changed, I'm not quite sure.
Wait,
But
listen to what
DDD's
he said.
chainsaw into a Loki's Entertainment,
Wait,
which
listen to
also
what he
had some
said.
questionable changes. One of these changes included DDD's chainsaw into a lightsaber-looking thing.
What?
Why this was changed, I'm not quite sure. Kirby 64, The Crystal Shards, is one of the few games in the series not to feature the Kirby dance in any form. However, there was some reference to the victory theme in the code, meaning it was probably originally planned.
That's mine.
Ah.
In Kirby's Return to Dreamland, Kirby occasionally smugly smirks while doing the dance. No clue why. In the same game, Kirby can also moonwalk as his dance, which is an
Moonwalk.
obvious reference to Michael Jackson. Kirby appears quite often in the Smash Bros. Promotional media like fighter reveals, like Rosalina, Min, Kazuya, and the World of Light, probably given that his creator is Masahiro Sakurai, who obviously produces Smash.
Yeah, exactly. that's
Kirby
what I said
technically
earlier.
first appeared as a background cameo in Arcana, a HAL game that dropped 2 months
Did
before
you see
Dreamland.
that? Did you see it?
During development, most Kirby games are internally named after food. Some of the most interesting ones are Kirby Spider Deluxe being pizza and Planet Robobot being
Wait. Wait, what?
after food. Some of the most
Oh, so
During development, most Kirby games are internally named after foods.
why?
Some of the most interesting ones are Kirby Spider Deluxe
This is named after my favorite food, pizza. Look at different colored Kirby's.
Ah.
All the ones that are in Spanish.
being pizza
I know
and
not
Planet
all.
Robobot.
Sorry.
King Kirby Clash Deluxe and Super Kirby Clash are Lime
Oh,
and
yeah,
Lime
Super
2
Kirby
respectively.
Clash.
Lime and lime too.
Obviously because they are somewhat sequels. Kirby was originally a placeholder icon before the developers fell in love with him.
Oh.
King
that's
DDD's name is
sweet.
pronounced Day in Japanese, and the
Day,
Smash
Day,
crowd
Day.
chants both pronunciation.
King Day Day. Wait, hold on, what did he say?
DDD's name is pronounced Day in
King
Japanese,
Day.
and the Smash crowd chants both pronunciations.
Wait, so in Smash Bros, when you hear those people in the background chanting your character's name, like say for example King DDD, so instead of saying DDD, they'll say Day.
Sakurai voices DDD in Smash, meaning in the Banjo-Kazooie and K. Rool trailers, he's literally laughing at the viewer. The
What?
Super Spicy Kirby was only in the first Kirby game, then it appeared 15 years later as a Smash item. Kirby's copy ability was also not in the first game, being added a year later in a sequel. In fact, ANS complained that in the first game, Kirby Dreamland on Game Boy, was too easy, so hence why copy abilities were added in the sequel, to incentivize players to fight the enemies rather than just fly over them.
Guys, I've actually gotten to the part where you have to find Liangon's soul.
Yeah, on Kirby the Unforgotten. Yeah.
When coming up with the copy ability concept, developers came up with over 40
Oh, look at all this promotional art.
Gee.
A singer. He has the headphones and the microphone and everything.
items for different abilities. However, only 26 made it into the sequel. Notably cut a block making.
Wait, what?
If y'all guys haven't found the crash ability, it's in the carnival level.
Wait, no, Joseph, leave it a secret for them. They need to figure it out on their own.
I'm just
They
in the
have to-
carnival level. I'm telling you, it's in the carnival level. If you got it.
Power,
And
Okay, so y'all know
Samantha.
that there's these things called riddles, correct?
Not right now, Samantha.
Post your best video in the comment.
I don't think you
I
can
mean-
post videos in the
Not videos. Send us your best riddles through the comments, and then send us the answers, and then they might be featured in a later video. Ooh.
What?
eventually go on to see as one of Kirby's most iconic moves
Wait,
since
hold on.
cut over 40 items for different abilities. However, only 26 made it into the sequel. Notably cut a block making power, which we would eventually go on
Oh, that one.
to see as one of Kirby's most iconic moves in Smash Bros.
I like that one.
Kirby levels often spell
Because
out
they
different
just
words
spam it.
lightly related to the
Yeah,
games.
although on that move, Joseph, it also changes sometimes. To sometimes like a thwomp from the Mario series.
Yeah.
Sometimes a rock. Sometimes.
A spiky ball
Yeah, and sometimes a wave.
With Canvas
a heavy
Curse's
metal
level
wave.
spelling out Rainbow.
that says 100
Wait, what?
feet.
Lightly related to the games, with Canvas Curse's level spelling out Rainbow.
Oh!
Kirby's Adventure features the first appearance of Meta Knight, but he wasn't named that in that game. Speaking of Meta Knight, early concept art shown with this armor, which is undoubtedly cooler, but the complex
Wait, that's
nature
the one
makes him
in
Wait, that was the promotional art from Meta Knight. That got used a lot later in Kirby and the Forgotten Land for Morpho Knight.
yeah.
Sorry about my voice just there.
Morpho
I was
Knight.
just drinking some water and
That's
and I
the
swallowed
more.
it salt.
That's on the last.
Wait, he might say it.
He's on the very last battle in Kirby and the Forgotten Land.
cut.
Did he say it?
Undoubtedly cooler, but the complex nature makes him understandably cut.
Oh.
Apparently level 5-5 in Dreamland 2 resembles a naked woman. I don't know
What?
if that seems like a stretch, but people love
What?
this, so...
That is just rare.
Kirby Superstar's original
Okay.
title was Kirby of the Stars Active.
Kirby episode.
There's an entire Metroid mission in Dreamland 3 about defeating Metroid, which is given to the player by Samus.
Oh.
Kirby's Canvas Curse is currently the highest rated Kirby game on Metacritic, which is weird considering that it's arguably the most untraditional mainline Kirby. Kirby's Kagiaro mission was originally a concept for
That looks creepy.
No, do not.
No, look, he's just like in a darkness with only a little bit of light.
And a
Darkness, still up to no good.
penguin. And a
Kirby
penguin.
This was obviously
That's a
canceled.
canon.
However, apparently it would have been about
Whatever
Kirby's
it
Mount
is.
a concept for a Kirby horror game. This
Oh.
was,
Wait, did you hear what he said?
Kirby's Kagiaro mission was originally a concept for a Kirby horror game.
So that
What?
mission was originally a concept for a Kirby horror game.
This was obviously canceled. However, apparently it would have been about Kirby's mouth sealed shut from a
Oh.
Luigi? No!
Not
Wait,
Kirby.
wait. What does he say? It
This was obviously canceled. However, apparently it would have been about Kirby's mouth sealed shut from a curse, which is actually kind of interesting. For Kirby's 20th anniversary, a
So
group
he
of
still has a
536 Kirby fans assembled in Seattle for PAX Prime in 2012 to claim the Guinness World Record for blowing bubblegum.
136?
Wait, to claim what? Joseph,
Assembled
stop
in
talking.
Seattle for PAX Prime in 2012 to claim the Guinness World Record for blowing bubblegum, which required the group to hold the bubbles for over 30 seconds. Nintendo organized the event and even printed Kirby-themed instructions on how to correctly chew and blow bubblegum. Kirby has opted Kirby
Wait, hold on. I might need to take a screenshot of that. Because I don't know how to do that. Where's the screenshot button?
No, that's the
I don't know if that worked. Please
minus.
give me a moment. Okay, I can't find the screenshot button, so
Themed instructions on how to
I'm not gonna
correctly chew and
bother
blow
with
bubblegum. Kirby is often happy in the Japanese
Oh yeah, that's what I said near the beginning of the video.
box art,
What?
but mad in the US box art. This
Oh,
comes
yeah.
down to Nintendo of America's marketing.
Yeah, but like Kirby and the Forgotten Land, it's one of the only ones that are different, because there are a few that aren't like that. And Kirby and the Forgotten Land, which is the most recent Kirby game, is one of those ones that isn't like that.
Isn't like what?
Kirby Star Allies
Shut. Look, this is another one that doesn't show him angry on the US box art. And on the US box art, Kirby and the Forgotten Land, he's not angry either. He's all,
This is the first Kirby game to have a happy Kirby on the North American
Yeah.
box art since Kirby and the Rainbow Curse. This was also the case in Kirby and the
Kirby and the
Yeah,
Rainbow
yeah.
Curse? What's that?
yeah, so those 3 Kirby games, and on their US box art, Kirby isn't angry, but on all the other Kirby games, on the US box art, he's angry.
box art. Kirby's flying and hovering abilities were introduced to the game in order to differentiate the game from other platformers at that time.
Right,
Hovering
right,
abilities were introduced to
Will
the
you
game in
play that?
order to differentiate
Differentiate. Lol.
the game from other
Misspell.
platformers at that time and give it an easier learning curve. Kirby has always been known for being a short
Yeah,
character,
that's one of the
especially when
cutscenes.
Hey,
comparing him to other
hold on, listen to what he
characters
says, listen to what he says.
Kirby has always been known for being a short character, especially when comparing him to other characters that show up in Smash. But canonically, in his own games, he's even shorter, coming in at a mere 8 inches tall.
Wait, 8 inches?
How? Wait, how
Hold
did they
on.
like do that up?
Wait, he's
down,
only
down,
about
down?
8 inches tall canonically. Then that means if he were on this desk, he would be like smaller than the keyboard.
And even
He's
these.
small. No, he would be bigger than those.
Kirby shares the same voice actress as Ness.
Wait, Kirby's voiced by a girl, yet he's a boy? Well,
Well,
I guess it makes sense since Kirby has a high-pitched voice since he's small.
Kirby's Dream Land was originally without an actual keyboard. Instead, series creator Masahiro Sakurai used a twin Famicom which used an actual
Why
keyboard.
did you scream?
Oh, I did do. I said,
Instead,
die!
series
Don't, okay? Don't touch the screen, don't scream.
creator Masahiro Sakurai used a twin Famicom which used a trackball to control an on-screen keyboard.
Wait, so he didn't use an actual keyboard to make it? It's crazy. That sounds
Did
a
you know
lot harder
Kirby's
than
first
it should
3D
be.
appearance was in a game that wasn't even his own? That would be Smash 64, as Kirby 64, the Crystal Shards, only came out about 14 months after that. The massive 64, the 3D appearance was in the game that
Oh,
was
his 3D appearance, okay.
about 14 months after that. The massive Smash Bros. Stage, the Great Cave Offensive, was actually taken originally from Kirby Superstar, where it was a sub-game. In it, you explore a massive cave and collect valuable treasure along the way.
Nice!
Kirby's entire Smash moveset is compiled of copy abilities from his respective games. However, in the Amazing Mirror, it became a power-up in and of itself called Smash. You can get said Smash power-up by inhaling Master Hand, which appears as a mini-boss in the Amazing Mirror. Kirby's hat design while using a yo-yo
Wait, so a Smash reference inside of a Kirby game? So look at that, a band-aid on this copy ability. Why does he have a bandage?
copy ability is very similar to
Bobby
Ness's.
got hurt.
Oh, very similar
Kirby's
to
Epic
Ness.
Yarn wasn't originally a Kirby game. Instead, the main character was Prince Fluff. However, Nintendo felt that this
Wait,
yarn
what?
wasn't originally a Kirby game. Instead, the main character was
It's
Prince
not a
Fluff.
map.
However, Nintendo felt that this concept
No, Joseph, look at the title. It's in Japanese.
Blah, 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 blah,
the yo-yo
blah.
copy ability is very similar
Okay,
to
Joseph,
Ness's.
listen.
Kirby's Epic Yarn wasn't originally a Kirby game. Instead, the main character was Prince Fluff.
Prince Fluff. I've never heard of that guy in my life, but he looks similar to Kirby, but only blue and with orange shoes and with a crown.
However, Nintendo felt that this concept wouldn't do well, so instead they
My favorite.
transformed it into a Kirby game, in which Kirby fit seamlessly.
Oh.
Kirby Planet Robobot was originally titled Kirby Triple Deluxe 2. However, when the idea of Robobot armor came up, they completely changed the direction of the game, and the rest was history. Planet Robobot was
no,
also
not
the
in
first
that, not
3D
in
Mario
that.
game to show meta,
First Kirby game.
the rest was history. Planet Robobot was also the first 3D Mario game to show
Oh, he said first 3D Mario game. He meant first Kirby game.
Meta Knight without his mask.
Uh-oh.
No!
Oh, I don't want copyright. Okay, sorry about that.
Planet Robobot was the first Kirby game to have a complete
Original
soundtrack available outside of Japan.
Oh, that
Club
was
Nintendo discontinued
Oh, Club Nintendo. Yeah, that makes sense that it's Mario Hat, because that's Nintendo's mascot. Because he's so famous ever since he was introduced in 1981.
on July 1st, 2015, just months after Kirby and the Rainbow Curse released.
What did he say about it?
The complete original soundtrack available outside of Japan. Club Nintendo discontinued on July
Oh, discontinued on,
1st, 2015, just
on July 1st, 2015? That was one day before my birthday in 2015. And that year I was gonna turn... That year I was gonna turn 6. It was one day before I turned 6?
months after Kirby and the Rainbow Curse
wasn't
released.
even
Because of this, Rainbow Curse is the first
No, Joseph. You were born. You were a few months old.
How old was I?
Well, you were born on February 20th of that year.
First born.
You were 4 months and 11 days old when that got discontinued.
Kirby game not to come with a Club Nintendo pin code, since the program started in 2003. Rainbow Curse is one of the few Wii U games to actually feature 60 FPS gameplay, but purposely slows down character animations to capture the look of claymation during
Oh, to capture the look of claymation. Okay.
both cutscenes and gameplay. Kirby Star Allies was the first Kirby game to be localized in Chinese, in both traditional and simplified form. Kirby Star Allies has the largest voice cast out of any Kirby game, with a
Makes sense, because look at this right here. There's so many characters.
grand total of
More
10 voice
Smash.
actors. It
10
was
voice actors. That's more than any other Kirby game.
also the first Kirby game to see
Really?
a worldwide release
Just
on the
so.
same day. Smash Bros. Brawl essentially yoinked Kirby's Air Ride menu.
Wait, really?
Despite a cult following, Kirby's Air Ride has never released a permanent digital download. Kirby's Epic Yarn takes up to 31 blocks of the Wii's memory.
Oh.
31
Kirby's
blocks of the Wii's memory? How much blocks of memory does it have? Oh, hello, Wario.
Epic Yarn also
Wario. You want fun? Wario, show you fun.
uses many sound effects from the Wii title Wario Land Shake It.
Wait, what was that fact?
Kirby's Epic Yarn takes up to 31 blocks of the Wii's memory. Kirby's Epic Yarn also takes as many sound effects from the Wii title Wario Land Shake It.
Okay.
The time between releases of Kirby Squeak Squad and Kirby's Epic Yarn marked the longest duration
Let's do
without
the bomb
an
and
entirely new
spam.
Kirby game in North America since the beginning of the series.
He shows gameplay in the background so that we're not as bored watching the
Apparently, a
facts.
stage on Kirby's Epic Yarn was originally planned for Super Smash Bros. Wii U. However, after the announcement of
The bomb is
Yoshi's Woolly
better.
World, the yarn aesthetic was used for Yoshi's stage, and Kirby's stage was retooled into the Great Cave Offensive.
Oh, that's big! I need to see how big that is. Also, I need to listen to that fact because you were talking.
Originally planned for Super Smash Bros. Wii U. However, after the announcement of Yoshi's Woolly World, the yarn aesthetic was used for Yoshi's stage, and Kirby's stage was retooled into the
Look at how big that is.
I'd use this cannon
This
to
can't. Yeah, but it launches you into lava, which will damage you.
if you angle it right and you hit there, you hit there, then go there.
these ones can turn.
Yeah, they can turn. They always turn.
Great Cave Offensive. If the player shakes the Wii remote right before the opening video plays in Kirby Return to Dreamland, a different Kirby appears during the opening cinematic
Wait, he's green!
on the title screen. Box Boy, also made by HAL, was originally planned to have Kirby as the protagonist, but it was shifted over to Box Boy when the game director decided Kirby extruding boxes from him would look too weird.
Wait,
Issue 39
when Kirby doing what?
director
Boxes from
decided
him?
Kirby extruding boxes from him
Nani?
Oh, like basically spitting out boxes from him.
would look too weird.
They thought it
Issue
looked
39 of Nintendo Power states that Wispy Woods is also known as the Larkspur Lyre, but nobody really uses this otherwise. Kirby's Pinball Land is the only Kirby game to use an engine from another Nintendo game, this being Pokemon
I'll do
Pinball.
it be done.
Wait, this being what?
Only Kirby games use an engine from another Nintendo game, this being Pokemon Pinball.
Wait, so that Kirby game. So Kirby's Pinball Land, which apparently the US commercial for it was kind of a bit creepy. Basically because of the way Kirby looked, because it was claymation, but it was kind of hard to get the way Kirby looked right with it at the time. But apparently this game uses the same game engine as Pokemon Pinball, right?
Pinball Land is the only Kirby game to use an engine from another Nintendo game, this being Pokemon Pinball.
Yeah, Pokemon Pinball.
Speaking of pinball, the Gator enemy in Kirby Superstar is modeled after the Gators from Revenge of the Gator, a pinball game released by HAL Laboratory in 1989.
1989.
This is Kirby. This is Yellow Kirby,
Wait,
released
what?
by HAL Laboratory in 1989.
Wait.
This is Kirby. This is Yellow Kirby.
Kirby and Yellow Kirby.
Supposedly, they are completely different characters.
Wait,
Sakurai's favorite Kirby copy abilities are hand-to-hand abilities like Fighter and Suplex. Kirby
Okay.
Slide, Kirby's Toy Box, and Kirby Star Stacker are the only games in the Kirby series to not feature any female characters. In the Japanese version of Kirby's Dream Land 3, Boss Butch's title screen has the phrase Nintendo 16 written across the top. This is a Nintendo 64 reference altered to fit to the 16-bit Super Famicom.
Oh, that makes sense.
Hey, that's the first boss.
It makes sense why it's 16 to fit the Famicom, because it was 16-bit, right?
Hey, that's
It's a
the first
Nintendo
boss.
64 reference, because Nintendo 64 had the 64 on the top. But since this one is 16-bit, it has a 16. The
He's about
Nintendo
to be at the
64 is the
first
64-bit. Wait, right?
He's about to be at the
Across the top.
first
This is
boss.
a Nintendo 64 reference altered to fit to the 16-bit Super Famicom.
Super Famicom.
When Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland is turned on, exactly 120 Kirbys rush across the screen. The acronym for Kirby right back 120 Kirbys rush.
Once turned on, exactly 120 Kirbys run on. Some of them are flying, some of them are walking, some of them are running. One of them right here is rolling, having a great time. Oh, I see another one that's rolling.
Whoa level.
One of them is upside down. One of them is flat.
One of them's
Rush
upside
across the
down.
screen.
I already said that. One of
The
them is
acronym
lying
for Kirby
down.
right back at you spells Kirby's name, obviously minus the I. The acronym for Kirby right back at you
Minus the I.
Yeah, and they don't include the at because it's not as an important word. So it just Kirby.
spells Kirby's name, obviously minus the I. Kirby Squeak Squad was originally the first Kirby game to be released in Korea. One of the unused elements in Kirby
Kirby
Mass
Mass
Attack is a
Attack.
palette selection screen where the
Wait,
player
why were
would
there so many
one of the
Kirbys on the
unused
box art? Like, he has an angry face again, but with a smile. Like there's an angry face, and there's another one, and another one.
And a happy face. A twinkle face.
Look at how many Kirbys there are. Okay, so let's listen to this fact.
unused elements in Kirby Mass Attack is a palette selection screen where the
Wait,
player
what?
one of the unused elements
One of the unused.
in Kirby Mass Attack is a palette selection screen where the player would have been able to change colors of the Kirby.
Oh, that's
In a behind-the-scenes
so
Miiverse post,
cool.
director Shinya Kumizaki mentions that the Sunstone items in Kirby Triple Deluxe contain the power of sunlight, and that a character who dislikes the sun may have turned the light into gems in an effort to rob Gloria of its light. There are over 300 rooms in Kirby Triple Deluxe.
What?
Kirby Triple Deluxe also has the longest 100% speedrun out of any Kirby game. The top run was finished
Well, yeah, because that's 300 rooms apparently.
Dude.
at a time of 6 hours and 30.
Like that's the fastest for a 100% run.
I thought it would just be 34 minutes and 42 seconds.
Wait, that is a 100% speed run, and that is the fastest time in the world.
4 minutes and 42 seconds on December 1st, 2018.
December 1st, 2018.
And that could be.
I need to do Christmas shopping for Christmas. Joseph, stop moving.
What you doing, Dave?
The ESP copy abilities in Planet Robobot appear as a reference to NES. Kirby Family was a canceled Game Boy Color game that, when combined to a Jaguar sewing machine, produced Kirby-themed embroidery patterns.
Oh, that's so cool. So like, you like take that and
8 more.
and then attach it to.
Appear as a reference to NES. Kirby Family was a canceled Game Boy Color game that, when combined to a Jaguar sewing machine,
So you like take that game, combine it to a Jaguar sewing machine, and make clothes with Kirby characters on it. That's so
Kirby-themed
cool.
embroidery
Uncle
But
patterns.
they got
Kirby
canceled.
Kirby Family is also the only
Wait, did he say it got canceled?
Kirby Family was a canceled Game
It got canceled!
Boy Color game that, when combined to a Jaguar sewing machine, produced Kirby-themed embroidery patterns. Kirby Family is also the only canceled Kirby game to have its full ROM leaked online.
Wait, all of the code leaked online. All 100% of its code leaked online. Maybe that's why they canceled it.
But
Either
they can
that
still
or-
do it.
Either that, or it happened after they canceled it.
Kirby Star Allies is the most heavily censored Kirby game to this date,
Wait,
due to
what?
religion being one of the main themes. A fifth root variety, grapes, was intended to appear in Kirby Mass Attack, but was scrapped. Volcano Valley from Kirby Mass.
Oh, he's sweating! He's sweating because he's at a volcano. Joseph, stop getting that.
One of them's almost gonna fall off. One of them fell in water.
Oh, one of them is on fire. Wait, no, two of them are on fire. Why does that one look so happy?
Because he's looking at the star.
Oh, he's looking at the warp star.
That's why he's happy.
Originally has a pinkish purple hue and sports lanterns with green flames. During Kirby's Return to Dreamland's development, the creative team considered calling the game Kirby Wii Super Friend in a
What?
Yay! He's gonna defeat him.
Okay, he does.
reference to the game's super abilities and 4-player co-op. No one truly knows Kirby's age. In the Japanese version of Kirby Superstar, there's a Mato sign in
inches. Is he like -1 years old?
the credits of the Milky Way
Kidding.
Wishes level. This was removed in
If he
international.
does all this, how is he -1?
I'm kidding. Although some people although there is a very short video on YouTube that made a prediction of why Kirby doesn't talk, and they said that it's because he's a baby, because all he does is eat and sleep. But that's not all he does.
He fights this guy.
But it's most of the stuff he does.
He fights this guy.
Most of the stuff he does is just eat and sleep.
Releases due to Nintendo of America's regulations on Japanese. In the Japanese version of Kirby Superstar, there's a Mato sign in the credits of the Milky Way Wishes level. This was removed in international releases due to Nintendo of America's regulations on Japanese culture.
Oh yeah, because Nintendo's a Japanese
Two
company.
more.
No, two
Kirby's
more after
Tilt and
this
Tumbles
one.
cartridge is the only Game Boy Color game that has the notch that allows it to fit inside an original Game Boy system. It will even display a message stating that this game doesn't work with that system and will only work on Game Boy Color handhelds.
Two more now.
In the extra game credits of Kirby's Dream Land, Chucky's name is switched to Hurley. And
Last
finally,
one.
Kirby Battle Royale is the first Kirby game to be localized in Dutch. Ooh,
To be localized in Dutch?
that was a mouthful. If you enjoyed this video and you want to hear more Nintendo trivia, be sure to check out this video right here where we talk about all the 3D Mario trivia that you probably don't know.
So I hope you enjoyed the video. Go subscribe to Switch Stop. Subscribe to us as well.
And we're gonna do a secret video.
And see you guys next time. Oh, tell us if
We're
you
gonna do a secret
any of those
video.
if you knew any of those facts down in the comments. See you guys next time.
Wait.
Be sure to
Don't
and
do
don't
it.
forget to
Don't
subscribe.
do it.
What do you want to say, Joseph?
There's gonna be another video after this one
I'm not so sure about that.
that we're gonna battle and smash.
I'm not so sure about that
And
one.
I'm gonna be Kirby.
I'm not so sure about that one, Joseph. We'll see. Okay. See you guys later. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave a like down below. Comment if you knew any of these facts. See you next time. Bye.